Okay, now we shall talk about different contributors to the field development of cultural studies. As I mentioned earlier, cultural studies began as an academic discipline through the efforts of different British scholars. Later, it spread to the US and Australia, and these days, even in India as well, there are many universities, many centers wherein cultural studies is taught uh, as a part of English studies to some extent, and there are separate departments of cultural studies at certain places. So, in this context, we shall be talking about the contribution of these British scholars to the development of cultural studies. So, for the first name that comes to us is E.P. Thompson. I have given one video, a short video, which introduces E.P. Thompson to you people. Do watch it. This is the YouTube video. Now, who was E.P. Thompson? He was a British cultural historian, and Thompson is well known for his book, which was published in the year 1963, Making of the English Working Class. So, this book is very famous. It was published in the year 1963, and as soon as his name is mentioned, this book also comes with his name. And this particular work by Thompson transformed the way that historians on the left, Marxist historians, conceptualize social class. So it helped in conceptualization of social class. The book Making of the English Working Class analyzed the historical record during the British Industrial Revolution. So you are well familiar with this particular revolution as the students of English literature. In your paper too, you must have studied this. It is in connection with the rise of novel, the rise of the middle class in Britain. So during this period itself, many transforming things took place. So this particular book, Making of the English Working Class, analyzes the historical record during the British Industrial Revolution, which took place between 1780 to 1832. In this particular work, he examined the years of this industrial revolution, British industrial revolution. Now, what was the purpose behind this particular study or examination of these years? He wanted to catalog, record, okay, the role that literacy played in the evolution of the working class consciousness. Evolution is the gradual development, the slow development of something. So Thompson wanted to, take note of this. Catalog. Catalog means to record something, to bring something on the record. So he wanted to note down the role that literacy played, education played. Means when people became literate, what happened exactly? So he tries to examine the role of literacy in the evolution of the working class consciousness, awareness, how education played an important role in the working class consciousness. Now you must have heard these lines. I must have quoted these lines. I often quote these lines. Once I was blind. Once I was blind. Now I can see. Once I was bound, now I am free. Now, these four lines tell us about the journey of consciousness, the journey of awareness. The poetic persona, the speaker of these lines, maybe a woman, an exploited man, or maybe a Dalit, maybe what we call a Negro, Maybe any exploited person from the corner of any part of the world can be the speaker of these lines. Once I was blind, once I was unable to see, but it was education. You must be knowing something about Mahatma Phule. No, he has said, eka niti bina mati bina niti geli niti bina. I don't remember the words. If you any one of you remember, I welcome you to state. एका अविद्येने हे सगळं काही केलं असं काहीतरी आहे त्यामध्ये. Okay, so education played a very significant role in creating awareness, and E.P. Thompson was concerned with this particular process. This process of awakening emerged from the industrial change, and this was brought on by mechanization. Now, the same thing happened after the technical revolution as well. When social media came, there was a growing awakening, there is a growing awareness. Now we have started questioning the governments. We have started criticizing the prime minister. We have started criticizing chief ministers. It has become possible because of this particular emergence of technology, rise of technology. Now it's not that earlier the prime ministers were like gods and all. Earlier as well the things were there, but people were not aware of that. But because of the spread of media, mass media, social media, now the things are changing. The same thing happened because of literacy during this particular period. So, making of the English working class was a unique contribution by E.P. Thompson because it represented the first systematic, comprehensive, and richly illustrated study of the British working class. Okay, and before that, the historians studied consciously, deliberately. Okay, historians consciously or not wrote from the perspective of privilege and power, with all of the attended biases. Okay, they you know looked everything from the perspective of privilege and power. You know it very well. Nowadays, even history is under question. We are not ready to accept history. You must have seen many dominant communities are challenging the history itself. Even the underprivileged are challenging the history because we feel that history was written from the perspective of privilege and power because there were certain biases. Now, who was right and who is wrong? That is again a very challenging question. So, history is being denied. The Marxist historians focus particularly on the large structure of capitalism, but Thompson came up with specific and surprising details of artisanal and working culture in pre-industrial England. Means Marxists focus only on what I said, no, this economic structure, the base, the capital. They just talked about capitalism, but Thompson, went ahead. He came up with the details of the working class culture before the industrial England, pre-industrial England, we can say. And in this book, he described the many ways in which working class people at the bottom of English society understood themselves, conceived of themselves, and created their own organizations for education and politics during the last half of the 18th century. Miss, the peasants are middle class. Neither the peasant nor middle class. Peasant means the farming communities. The many segments of working people in England were socially organized by trade and skill. Okay, before the pre-industrial England, I am talking about. We are talking about scenario pre-industrial England. They had different cultural traditions, songs, and political repertoires. Same with the case of India. Of course, we talk only from the perspective of caste. We talk only from that perspective, but there are many other things. They were being ignored. The way capitalists, Marxists focused only on capitalism. In Indian context as well, we talk only from the perspective of caste, but we forget that there were certain people who had different cultural traditions, cultural songs, etc., and they were socially organized in terms of their occupations. But unfortunately, because of the evil side of the caste system, that particular aspect, that particular side is ignored. So, according to Thompson, these working class people, means peasants had their own culture, middle class they had their own culture, but even the working class people had their own distinctive cultural traditions. For Thompson, this working class was not simply a class, but still they became class, and therefore he titles his book as "Making." The title, "Making of the British English Working Class," comes from this particular class in making, how the class came into being. You must have heard the title of the movie, The Making of Mahatma. It's a very famous movie based on Mahatma Gandhi's life, how he became a Mahatma. Have you heard of? So, in the same manner, the class of these people, came into being. It was in making. It was in progress. So, the making of Mahatma is a movie of 1996 by Sam Benegal. Okay, so here I am trying to state that the title "Making of the Working Class" refers to the formation of the class. Many critics of Thompson think that Thompson's central contribution is the provision of detailed understanding of class consciousness, which was in actually in counterpart to Marx's conception of class. Now, Marxists think that class is a group of people defined in terms of their relation to the system of property. Okay, but Thompson provided one of the missing links in the Marxist theory through his book by showing how the transition from class in itself to the class for itself was accomplished. So Marxist conception is class in itself. They think everything in terms of property relations. But Thompson went beyond that. He started talking about what we call their distinct cultural traditions, songs, and political repertoires. Now, if we talk about India, the same things are there, but only we underline what we call the caste society, wherein all evils came from. So this is how we understand the contribution of E.P. Thompson to the development of culture studies through his book, The Making of the English Working Class.